Buongiorno, buongiorno, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Very proud and happy to share with the people, and women and men of Lamborghini, with our shareholders, with our client, with our customer, and we all, another piece of art of the future of our brand. Sian is the name of the car, and we pay the tribute to this car. Sian means in our dialect from Bologna, lighting, just to show what is the connection with our territory, the new product that represent part of the strategy that we can do with our FUOP. FKP 37 is a tribute to Professor Piek. We knew how it was close to our brand and his dedication to who we are today. The FUOP project started many years ago in Lamborghini. If you remember in 2016 we launched the Lamborghini Centenario, 40 pieces sold out immediately. And the beauty of these things of today is that the Sian will be produced in 63 pieces, already sold out after this. So this is a good news because we can share this moment together. We will have all our customers tonight here on the stand to celebrate this moment. And this is, of course, in line with the vision of our group to move versus a new future. We're gonna discuss later about the hybridization. This is the first step versus this direction, and it fits to the value of our brand. This is an hypercar design with a sophisticated technology, and this is, we do believe, the representation on what will be the super sport car of the future. When I said the 63 model already sold out, 2.5 million each, this is really the characteristic of the niche where we are. We are in this world, and Lamborghini today is really a protagonist on what is the future of this positioning and of this brand. Of course, we understand the future, and this is the first step, as I said, versus this. But Lamborghini is not only that. Lamborghini is living a great moment of success because of the incredible success of our super SUV, the Urus, and we can see other contents with the new trims, new colors and design with our Huracan Spider Evo. So what we can say today is really very proud on what we are doing, very proud on the work that we are having together with the vision of the group, with the vision of our shareholder. We can really shape our future for our customer, being solid with the DNA of our brand. But to go deeper in the technical details of this new car, I will ask Maurizio Reggiani to join me on the stage. Maurizio.
Grazie Stefano. Good morning also from my side, and welcome here in our stand. We are here to talk about the Sian, and as Stefano anticipated, the Lamborghini Sian preview the future of Lamborghini, because our strategic heritage in one-off or in a small series car is not only to give this kind of exclusivity to our customer, but is really a way that we out to scout a new kind of design and new kind of technology. And this is exactly what I will try now to explain to do today with the contents of the Sian. And this is really important because all what we will see inside this car is something really unique that for the first time we apply to Lamborghini. First of all, we set ourselves a challenge in order to create, let me say, the best hybrid solution for a Lamborghini like a super sports car. Super sport car is something completely different from all the rest of the world. It's a mix of weight and power. And this is mainly, for us, the best way to define our route for strategy, our route for electrification, and to define what is the best way to achieve Lamborghini target. Because we were every time a rule breakers. We are really a challenger. And for this reason, for us, it was really fundamental to do something new and completely different from all what the other normally do in development of the hybridization. With the Sian, we have defined what is right for Lamborghini, and instead to follow the main route defined from the other, we define our specific way to build a hybrid vehicle in the field of a super sport car. In this car, we implemented the first application of high voltage system with high current. This is a solution that is really important because we generate mechanical traction, and this is completely different from all the other 48-volt system. In the Sian, our V12 was rise up to 785 horsepower. That is, from thermodynamic point of view, is a higher power never released from Lamborghini. That is combined with our 48-volt e-motor system that, due to the mechanical traction, allowed us to have a completely power of 819 HP. This is the higher power never released for any kind of Lamborghini products in the history of Lamborghini. And we can say that this car is really the most powerful. But Sian is not only powertrain, it's also to use unique material chains. If you see in the rear of the car, we have introduced for the first time, in order to improve the engine cooling of the Sian, a system that is really, we call active cooling flap system, that based on the reaction of the smart material can be open and closed depending from the temperature of the exhaust without the use of any kind of electric engine and any kind of ECU. This is the lightest solution as possible. It's a solution that Lamborghini patented, and Sian will be the first car that will apply this solution. And at the last, but not the least, in the Sian, we have the first application of a supercapacitor. Supercapacitor is the first application in hybrid solution, and we have made this application instead of a normal lithium-ion battery. Why this kind of decision? Because supercapacitor is able to release the same power but with three times less weight in the application. And this is fundamental for packaging and also for the performance of our car. And from the other side, supercapacitor have what we call symmetric flow charge. Means all energy that you are able to charge inside the system, you can also discharge. This means no overheating and no additional weight for cool down the system of the supercapacitor. And like I mentioned, this is fundamental for our application. At the end, we can say that total system that we apply to the Sian for hybridization have a weight-to-power ratio of only 1 kilogram for HP. This is the best performance in terms of hybrid system that today you can see in the market, and this is exactly what is our philosophy for the future, to be able to apply electrification, but respecting the DNA of a super sport car, and to be able to release exceptional performance for Sian, that will be the first one of Lamborghini. This is all from my side. Now have a look at this movie that will represent the Sian. Grazie.
Tonight we are presenting really something special, something we have created in the past couple of months, something really, for me, something like a masterpiece. So it is a limited edition, 63 pieces, but each of them will be a unique piece. So it is a Lamborghini, 101%, the Lamborghini design DNA in every millimeter on the car, inspired by the Countach. So you can look at the front, at the top, at the side, at the rear, in every millimeter. There is Countach inside, but it is designed for the future. So it's like a future interpretation of the design DNA of the Lamborghini Countach. So let's have a walk around on the details. So first of all, on the front, what I like on Lamborghinis is that extreme plan shape with that kind of peak in the center. This time we did two. One significant element here are the diagonal lines that we took from the Countach in a more modern interpretation. There's a lot of teamwork between design and the aerodynamical function. So, I wanted to combine high performance surfaces with beautiful design. So for example, the front lights are inspired by the Terzo Millennio Y shapes. So, but they are not just there as a detail, so everything is floating into the side fenders. I'm a motorcycle lover. I like sporty motorcycles. So when you look at the side of the car, you can see that almost the rear fender is designed like a fairing. So that is the inspiration for myself, super sport motorcycles. Then there's a lot of Countach again in the top of the car. For example, periscopio. Periscopio is the famous element of the first Countach, so we took that as an inspiration for the roof. Then on the body side, there is this NACA air intake, really like a triangular shape. But then also, when you look in the detail, there is this Y shape also that is, kind of leading towards the front. Everything is floating in a very unexpected way. Coming to the rear end, of course, rear end is for Lamborghini always something very special. This rear end is something really outstanding. The periscopio idea is developing like on the Countach with these two diagonal lines moving towards the outside. And they are housing this beautiful design theme that I call almost like an espada. It's inspired by the writing on the espada. So having this center fin, and then the center fin is housing these glass panels. The plan shape of the rear is very much inspired by the Terzo Millennio, a lot of plan shape. But then also when you look at the rear Countach lines, so the Countach was so particular when you look at the car from the rear. And especially here, we didn't want it to play with the Y shapes that we have on our other cars. We took here inspiration on the hexagon. The Lamborghini Countach was famous for these three taillights. And we wanted to take this design idea and we designed this kind of hexagonal futuristic look for them. So, and they are really also working well and perfectly with our hexagonal exhaust pipes. Of course, one of the highlights for me are these aerodynamical fins. When you see the Sian in side view, car is really like a Lamborghini, penned with just one single center line, but we wanted to have something really sticking out. So this is kind also like a future interpretation of the wings of race cars from the 60s or 70s, but also it's reminding on jet fighters and so on, but it's something really unusual and something really special. So coming back again to the design brief, in the beginning when we were sitting together, what should be the look of our new baby, we have said we want to have the car a little longer. In Italian you would say filante, so it is kind of aerodynamically inspired. And I was saying I want a car that when you put it on the green in the Concours d'Elegance, that you can really digest and you can explore details and you can see the rear end and you can enjoy really how everything is working together. This car is beyond design almost. It is haute couture, alta moda. It is something really extraordinary. And like I say, our 63 customers, they will have the pleasure, and I will have the pleasure as well. They will come to the design center and we will dress and we will design and we will create each and every car completely individual. So in the end of the day, when all the 63 cars are gathering, we will have 63 unique pieces.
Today here in Frankfurt, the presentation of the Lamborghini Sian FKP37 is really an important milestone for our development, because in our strategic heritage in one-off and limited series, this car is not only commitment to exclusivity of our heritage, but also to present the new design and also new technology. This is really fundamental, because with this car we set to ourselves a completely new target, that is the target to create the best hybrid vehicle as possible for Lamborghini and to move inside the first step of electrification of Lamborghini brand. If we talk about the Sian FKP37, one of the most important features, sure, is the supercapacitor. Supercapacitor is a technology that we are the first one to adopt it with the 48-volt system, means low voltage system with a high current application. This allowed us to have a system that is really a parallel flow, charging and discharging. This system avoids every kind of overheating. This means not necessity to have a cooling system, and this reduce weight and the packaging of and the complexity of the car. This system is coupled together with an electric engine that give traction, mechanical traction to the gearbox, and in this way we are able to provide 34 horsepower to the car, and this can be used in a traction, and this is the first application in the world. This is really fundamental, and this changes the way to use mild hybrid vehicle inside the group. The application of this system is fundamental, because this is a completely new application of a mild hybrid solution that only Lamborghini use worldwide. The unicity of this system is that if we take all these new components, the weight of this part is only 34 kilo. And if you take in consideration the 34 HP that we are able to generate with the system, at the end you have a weight to power ratio that is exactly 1.0. This is the best weight to power ratio in terms of efficiency that you can have compared to every other kind of hybrid system existing in the market. Inside this Sian FKP37, we use also a new technology of material that we call smart technology material. With this system, we are able to open 4 flaps that are in the rear of the car without any kind of electric engine and every kind of electronic control, only working on the fact that this material have a memory, and with the increase of the temperature due to the exhaust system, this element is able to open the flap, stay open till when the temperature don't go down again, and is in this threshold you have a completely closing of the flap without any kind of additional weight needed to operate this.
Buongiorno, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Very proud and happy to share with the people another piece of art of the future of our brand. Sian is the name of the car. This is an hypercar design with a sophisticated technology. This is the super sport car of the future. Sian means in our dialect from Bologna, lighting. The Sian will be produced in 63 pieces, already sold out.
We set ourselves a challenge in order to create, let me say, the best hybrid solution for a Lamborghini. For us, the best way to define our route for strategy, our route for electrification, and to define what is the best way to achieve Lamborghini. In this car, we implemented the first application of high voltage system with high current. This is a solution that is really important because we generate mechanical traction, and this is completely different from all the other 48-volt system. Mechanical traction allowed us to have a completely power of 819 HP. This is the higher power never released for any kind of Lamborghini products in the history of Lamborghini. We have the first application of a supercapacitor, the first application in hybrid solution, and we have made this application instead of the normal lithium-ion battery.
FKP37 is a tribute to Professor Piek. We knew how was close to our brand and his dedication to who we are today. Of the value of Lamborghini of today. The meaning of the name is very clear. Sian in our dialect from Bologna means lighting, so gives us the connection with the territory. Then of course the FKP37 is a tribute to Professor Piek for what he did for not only automobile industry but also for Lamborghini. And this is really a unique car that is the pinnacle in terms of performance, in terms of technology, and is the first hybrid Lamborghini in the portfolio since Lamborghini was born. This car is positioned at the top end of our portfolio offer. This is a car that will be given to the super exclusive customers of our brand. They are already part of our family. They have a lot of models and they are really in love with the Lamborghini.
I hold my liquor where your hand used to be. No more hangovers like the ones you gave to me. 'Cause I don't wanna be numb anymore. Don't wanna play dumb not anymore. I let that fire burn inside of me. 'Cause all I need is that dance floor. The music's all I ask for. You mean nothing to me no more, no more. 'Cause I'm better on my own. I don't need nobody. I don't need nobody. I don't need nobody to make me feel good. I don't need nobody.